over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 1-1-1. Tiger.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Down right around the 25. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Receiver.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 19 yards there on the pickup. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. They keep it with Miller on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. To throw is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front. All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on. And now out come the Jags. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone. Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Foles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation. So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them. And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Great. 1-1-1. Go.
Here's Foles. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here.
Great. Under.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Reset.
Throwing again is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. Two jet. Black 99.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Tempo.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Great. Go. Let's go, great.
Foles. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Receiver. Great. Tempo.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And now out comes Houston. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Be alert, be alert. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A give running left. It's Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.